Mental health is something that's hard to talk about, but I'm going to be brave and do it anyway. You don't need me to tell you that mental health is an important part of life because it impacts everything: our physical health, our relationships with others and ourselves, and even what we do for work. Getting your mental health in order is like a game of Jenga. The more pieces you remove from the tower, the less stable it becomes until one day it topples over. That's why it's really important to pay attention to your mental health. Let go of the things you can't control. If you find yourself dwelling on things that are out of your control, it's time to do some soul searching. We all have things that we wish were different and situations we feel could be better, but focusing on those things will only bring you down and make you very anxious. You can't change other people's actions or how they feel about something. The best thing to do is let go of what you can't control and focus on the things in life that really matter the most instead. You are allowed to feel whatever you are feeling. For those that need that permission from somewhere else, you have it. But it is you who gives you the permission at the end of the day. If you are feeling sad, angry, frustrated, or any other emotion that doesn't feel good, it's okay to be human. These feelings are part of being human, and they will pass. What is not okay, though, is judging yourself for feeling this way. If you're having a bad day, it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you or that there's something wrong with the world around you. It just means it was an emotionally challenging day. It's also not okay to try and hide your feelings from others, because then no one will know how to help if and when they do see their loved ones struggling with their mental health issues later on down the road, which happens often. Practice self-care every day. Self-care is important for your mental health. It can be anything from taking a walk to reading a book to doing something you love. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate. You can do it in your own home and on the fly. It's not selfish to practice self-care. It's necessary. If you don't care for yourself first, then who will? Self-care can also help you feel better about yourself, as well as any other parts of your life that are causing you stress or frustration. And other times, it takes simple acts of waking up, showering, brushing your teeth, and making your bed. These could be enough for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you build on these. Focus on what you have instead of what's missing. It's so easy to focus on what you don't have, but that can make you feel worse. Instead, try and focus on the things that you find good in life, that are good in your life. It's important to be grateful for the things you have in your life and to remind yourself that there are other people who would love to be where you are now. Find new ways to distract yourself in the moment. Distraction is often used as a coping mechanism when you're feeling anxious or stressed. For example, if you're worried about an upcoming test, interview, or something that you have to deal with, and can't stop thinking about it, distracting yourself with something else like playing a game, watching TV, going for a walk, reading a book may help you stay focused on the task at hand. Think of your body as a friend, not an enemy. When you treat your body as an enemy, you are strengthening your negative thoughts and feelings. Instead, think of your body as a friend. Your mind and body are interconnected and cannot be separated. You do not have to like everything about how you feel or how you look in order to accept it. You just need to accept that it is what it is at this moment in time. And all that means is that it's neither good nor bad. It is as it stands. Since depression often involves the belief that what we perceive about ourselves isn't the way things really are, an example is when you say to yourself, "I'm ugly." Treating our bodies as friends rather than enemies helps us stop reinforcing those inaccurate beliefs and live more realistically with ourselves and others around us in everyday situations where we may feel trapped or threatened by our own bodies. Don't be shy about asking for help and support. More often than not, you can't do it alone. The world is a big place and you're going to need some help, even if you don't always feel like it. It's important that you let people know what's going on with you and ask for support in any way possible, whether it's through family or friends or professional resources. You should also keep an open mind about finding new ways of coping and making sure everyone understands how they can help, especially when things are really difficult. Don't be shy about seeking out resources. There are many people who specialize in helping people with mental health problems. Give yourself permission to make mistakes without fear of judgment or bullying. You're not alone. The world is full of people who have mental health issues, and it's important to give yourself permission to be human. This can be difficult when you're faced with a judgmental society that often sees your differences as weaknesses rather than strengths. The good news is that there are millions of other people who have gone through what you're going through right now, and they've lived through it just fine. Your journey may look different from someone else's, but it doesn't mean yours isn't worth taking or won't lead somewhere amazing. Be kind to yourself and accept where you are at this moment in time. It's okay if things aren't perfect yet. You don't need anyone else's approval for yourself. All the love and validation comes from within. You don't need someone else telling you how amazing they think you are. Know this about yourself first before sharing it with others. And remember, everyone has their own battles. Please seek help and support. Try with your family doctor first. They will always guide you in the right direction.